Hey, welcome back to the Coin Box. This is my third top 10 video of 2024, and I'm focusing exclusively on Mexican numismatics this year, so I've decided to expand the categories to include my top 10 Mexican medals currently in my collection. Now, I'm not a huge medal collector, and no, don't worry, I won't make a pun with that, but this list is comprised of medals that have caught my eye for a variety of reasons. But before we get started, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel and activate the bell icon to be notified of future uploads. And with that, let's go ahead and get started. At number 10 is this 1985 medal commemorating the 450th anniversary of the Mexican Mint. There were a host of these medals minted with different metal content. I just have this one, and the main reason I bought this one is because it comes in its original packaging, which unfortunately is already quite a little unsealed on the edges here, and I may have to eventually take this out of its packaging. I do like to keep things in their original state if possible. Unfortunately here, I don't know if there's already maybe some damage occurring to the metal because of it being unsealed or because of the plastic, the contents of the plastic, I'm not sure. But you can see here that the metal is what they call laton, which is brass. So I believe that's 85% copper and 15% zinc, if I'm not mistaken. 61 grams, 50 millimeters in diameter. And the design has the first real minted in 1536 in the background, and in the foreground, the current at the time 1 peso coin with Morelos 1985. So I enjoy this design. On this side we have a whole bunch of other classic Mexican coin designs, and I picked this one up. I got it for a good deal. I still haven't decided if I'll keep it, if I'll sell it, if I'll maybe take it out of the packaging, try to keep this in as good a condition as possible, but that's my number 10 on this list. At number 9, I have this wooden set of 3 bronze medals from the Mexico Splendor of 30 Centuries series. And this is there's a wide variety of these medals, of these designs. This is just 3 of them, and they have some really, I think, cool toning going on. I'll take these out and show them to you close up here. So I believe these are basically from an art exposition carried out in 1990 and 1991. I believe in several cities in the United States. So this one, for example, says New York, 1990. And again, there are a lot of different designs. This is just 3 different designs. I believe these are all in bronze or brass. So really cool. I kind of enjoy the toning on them as well. It's Cultura Maya. And so yeah, I got these for a really cool price. I like the wooden set. I enjoy the designs, and so that's why I have them here at number 9. In the 8th spot, I have this medal from 1963 of the governor of Coahuila, Venustiano Carranza. And I enjoy this medal for several reasons. To begin with, it's the governor of the state, of my home state of Coahuila. Then of course, the Venustiano Carranza, this bust we see was reused on this medal and on one very similar to it from 1962. I'll talk about that in a bit, but this bust was used on the 5 peso coin from 1959, so you may recognize it from there. And it won't be the last time we'll see it even on this top 10 list. And over here on this side, we can see that it says Venustiano Carranza, 50 years ago on the 19th of February, called the people of Mexico to restore the constitutional order interrupted by the betrayal of Victoriano Huerta. So this medal can be found in the Grove catalogs, and there it tells us that there were only 500 pieces minted in silver. There is also one that's very similar, slightly different here on this side, and from 1962, and I'm missing that one. But the fact that this one has the same bust as a very well-known coin from 1959, and it's Venustiano Carranza, and it's from the state who was the governor of the state of Coahuila, and its rarity, of course, makes this medal my pick for the number 8 spot on this list. At number 7 is this 1 ounce proof medal, a 1987 medal minted, I believe, from a private order, I think from a company called Colonial Coins, with commemorating the 200th anniversary of the Constitution of the United States with the Founding Fathers. I'm not a big fan of this design, especially of the table. But this is the real winner for me on this side, with the iconic coin press, very similar to the onza design. And I think I have another one of these lying around here somewhere. Oh yeah, here it is. So this is a 12 ounce of the same design. So this one comes with its COA and its case here. Same design. This is 12 ounces, so it's a massive thing. You can see how thick that is. And you can see the founding fathers a little better here. I believe that's Franklin, Washington, and Hamilton, if I'm not mistaken. And this was also sold in a set with a 5 ounce version and a 1/4 ounce gold version. And then there were 200 gold 12 ounce proofs minted as well. I've never seen one of those, but can you imagine buying a 12 ounce gold medal? Anyway, this one is at number 7. I really like the big hefty size of this and the design, especially on this side as well, of this medal. At number 6 on this list, I have this Zapata medal, which was minted sometime between 1961 and 1963. This is a very popular medal, mostly I guess because of Zapata himself, which is on it. It's a beautiful design. This one is particularly special to me because if we zoom in here, you can see that it has been double struck, and you can see that in his name, Emiliano Zapata, and the letters. You can see how it was struck once and then struck again, shifted slightly. So you can see that in the evidence there on the letters and on the legs of the horse. And on the other side, we can see a beautiful design of the sun's rays with the flag and Plan de Ayala, and of course, liberty, justice, and law. It says November 28th, 1911. So this medal, besides being a popular design, and a beautiful design, I might add, is extra special because it has that little detail of being double struck as well. At number 5, I have this 1993 Casa de Moneda Piedra de los Soles medal. And it's got the sunstone or Aztec calendar on this side. Beautiful design. Then on this side, once again, we see that coin press, which is a typical symbol of the Mexican mint. And what's special about this one, this is a 1 ounce, and I also have the 1/2 ounce. What's special is that if you look for these, say you go online and search, eBay or just any of these, most of these that you see pop up, you'll see up here that they are 3/9 spine, and this one is 0.925, and also the weight is slightly different because they're 1 ounce. So this one weighs a little bit more. This is 33.625 grams. And I believe that these were only minted 1 year. The other ones, the 3/9 spine, are far more common. They have been continued to be minted, and so you can get those. Those are pretty readily available. But to find these, the 0.925 in pretty good condition is not all that easy. So I was pretty happy to finally be able to find this one, and that's why I have it at number 5. At number 4, I have this medal which commemorates the 90th anniversary of the National Bank of Mexico, and it came in this original little pouch, and there it says Banamex, which is the bank now. It came in here. I've taken it out of there and put it in this capsule, but I have it here mainly because of its a very busy design, a very detailed design, and it is in stunning condition. I did not expect it to arrive in such great condition, but you can see every last little bit of detail on it, and I really appreciate it when I get pieces which are in amazing condition. You can see there it says National Bank of Mexico, 1884 to 1974. So mainly because of its condition, its design, and the fact that it came in its original little pouch, that's why I have it here at number 4. In the 3rd spot on this list, I have another Carranza medal. And then if I bring this one back, you see that it's the same bust. So it's kind of cool that this bust was first used in 1959, and then on 2 medals, just like this one, 1962, 1963. And then this one is kind of special because I had no idea this one even existed. It showed up online at an auction. And what's interesting is that this medal is from 1981. And as you may know, these do not show up because of the year in the catalog. So I couldn't even find really mintage or information very much on this. I did find a little bit, but it was kind of a surprise, like to see that bust again on another medal, 1981. It says there Hermosillo, Sonora, so the 5th of February of 1981. Just the finish. It's also in pretty good condition. It's got a few little lines on it, but in general, it was a surprise to me to even know this medal existed, and that can happen in Mexican numismatics, where you don't even know much about a specific piece, so it's kind of a mystery. But it's kind of cool in that way too, and that's why I have it here at number 3. At number 2, I have this 1936 bronze Casa de Moneda 400th anniversary medal. And once again, on this side, it's got the iconic coin press design. On this side, it's got a more modern coin press, a Tonnelier coin press, similar to those used in the U.S. Mint. And the history behind both of these presses is fascinating, and I hope to be able to share that all with you soon on the channel. And if you saw the short I uploaded a few days ago, you'll have seen that I recently upgraded this medal in my collection, but unfortunately those don't qualify until next year's list. But in the meantime, I do really appreciate the history behind this medal. Only 500 pieces were minted, so it's pretty scarce as it is. And I really enjoy this design. This is the first use from the Mexican Mint of this design of the screw press, used here and then used, of course, on multiple other medals throughout the history of the Mexican Mint. So because of its history and because of its mintage and because it commemorates the 400th anniversary of the Mexican Mint, those are the reasons why I have it here at number 2. And before we get to number 1 spot on this list, here are some honorable mentions. Here are a couple Benito Juarez medals, same design, 2 different medals, 1972, which I thought were pretty cool. And then we have this 1946 medal of the anniversary of the founding of Zacatecas, a city in Mexico. It's got the date there above. And just the design of these miners, I have personally been into a mine very similar to this, even with the wooden structure like that, in Zacatecas, so that was pretty special, and it reminds me of that. And then finally we have this 1962 Batalla de Puebla, Battle of Puebla medal, which I have multiples of these, but this one is in spectacular condition. Really, really lovely. And so this is a very popular medal, but I have found very few, actually only this one personally, in this great of condition, and that's why I have it here as part of my honorable mentions on this list. And finally, at number 1 on this list is this medal, which I already showed you in my top 10 purchases video. It's a 1979 Mexico-Israel collaboration medal, and this one's pretty special. They minted it in different metal content, so this one is slightly larger, and I believe it's brass. So same design, just brass, and I believe they also minted these in gold, which I don't have on hand at the moment. Well, I actually don't own it, obviously. But this one came, and it's in really lovely condition. And as I mentioned, it was a collaboration between the government of Mexico and the government of Israel. And you can see on this side, we have Quetzalcoatl, which is also known as the Feathered Serpent. We have the logos of the Bank of Mexico and the Mexican Mint. And it says Coin Exposition from the Bank of Mexico in Jerusalem. On the other side, we have an Israel coin exhibition in Mexico. So it's 2 exhibitions, one of Israel coins in Mexico and the other of Mexican coins in Israel. And on this side, we have the golden lampstand from the tabernacle, as described in Exodus in the Bible, and which is obviously a very Jewish symbol. So we have a Jewish cultural symbol and a Mexican cultural symbol. And on the side here, you can also see, I don't know how well you can read that, but it's 925 silver. It's got some other letters, and it's got the serial number as well. This one came in such beautiful condition, and personally, when it comes to design, I much prefer cultural symbols and historic events as opposed to even people or scenery or animals. I like those as well, but if I had to choose, it would be cultural symbols and events, and this covers both of those. It's on 2 different events, and it has cultural symbols from both countries. It came in its original OGP packaging in excellent condition, and that's why I have it at number 1 on this list. Well, there you have my 2024 list of my top 10 medals. Thanks for taking the time to watch this small but special part of my collection. There are 3 more top 10 videos on the way, so if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell icon, and if you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like and share it with a numismatic friend. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.